Hello viewers, how are you all doing? Okay, two things I want to say before starting the video. First, very good news that I got a mail from YouTube and they are saying that I am allowed to make 15 minutes video now. So I'm very happy for that. Okay, and secondly, today is 25th of January. Tomorrow is unfortunately Sunday and it's going to be a Republic Day. So happy Republic Day to all of you in advance. We are proud to be an Indians. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Okay, so why I'm making this video today? Because last Thursday I had that Toastmaster session, but unfortunately taking video was not allowed, so I missed on that. So I just want to make the video so that the points are clearly recorded and it will be helpful for me to review my speeches in the coming time, and definitely the point and the effort what I have put in, it can reach to you all. I'm not going to start with any catchy questions. I'm not going to start with any catchy quotations to grab your attention here. Because the point which I'm going to make today is so important that if we don't talk about these changes, then I think these same changes will lead us towards a disaster. Currently, I am going through a transition. A transition to understand the real me, a transition to understand the real potential hidden within me, a transition to understand and to add values to my life so that tomorrow when I go back to this society and meet someone, I should be feeling capable enough to give the same values back to that person, back to the society. Here in Toastmaster Club, we all are assembled. We all assembled here to groom as a leader, to groom as a good person. And as a Toastmaster, I want you all to understand this thing by our own example. It will be easy to understand why, because we every week do it. Every week we do it. I want to take the example of the prepared speech section, where the Toastmaster pathway is designed in such a way where the person is supposed to come, prepare himself or herself for this speech and deliver it here in the front of the audience. And we do it. But for me, preparedness and the prepared speech section, I look at things in different way, little bit different. It is my opinion and it can always be debated. There can be multiple views, but I just want to share what I think about it. When I take prepared speech section, I always see preparedness in bifurcated in two parts. First is getting prepared. Second is being prepared. And there is a very thin line in between to understand the difference. I feel Toastmaster always teaches us to always be prepared instead of getting prepared. But normally, many of us unknowingly try to get prepared for this speech. And I'm sure many of you must not be able to connect the dots still, but to put zoom in a little bit more and put focus on that, I want that extra minute to explain you more on this. And I want to explain by an example. Say for example, being in a Toastmaster, I have an experience of preparing myself for a particular speech for 5 or 6 days and then delivering it. So this pattern goes for month and month. So what happens? I became an effective communicator, but with one condition, and that is I always need to prepare myself too much before delivering any speech. So that is something, getting prepared for that particular speech, for that particular event. Whereas Toastmaster is not trying to teach us that. Toastmaster is trying to teach us always be prepared. Whenever the opportunity comes, you should be the first one to go and grab it. Whenever the obstacle comes in your life, you should be the first one. You should be happily accepting that as a challenge and overcome it. Whenever the odd comes in your life, you should be the first one to take that first step to challenge that odd, whatever is coming in your life. That can only happen when you are having that tendency to always be prepared, not getting prepared. Getting prepared can make you win a competition. Getting prepared can make you win any any particular event. Whereas being prepared will always help you to groom your personality. So this was the point which I wanted to make, because the changes what we are going to bring in, that changes should not become, that strength should not become weakness of ours. Because if you are preparing too much, and without preparedness, if you cannot speak, then I think your strength is turning into weakness. Don't prepare much. Just have your thoughts in your mind, and you should have that capability. You should have that energy and articulation of thoughts to express in front of the audience. And this will definitely help you to beat any challenges in life. Secondly, in less time, I just want to cover one point here. We are going through lot many changes, but one changes I want to talk here is that we are coming from human era to a digital era, especially to that fortunate people who have this privilege of saying that they are born between 1950 to 1990. They have seen the past, they are seeing the present, and they will see the future. They have this privilege of understanding that entire step-by-step process and how we evolved. So on that note, I want to say, and I want you all to go back to your school memory and think how we were when we were meeting our friend. When we were meeting our friend, I used to, if I take my example, when I used to meet my friend, I used to forget the entire world. I just be in the moment. I just used to forget it. But now, the same person, if I go and meet my friend, I will be busy updating my social media accounts, handles. And after every minute, I'll be seeing that how many likes, dislikes and comments are coming in. So here what happened? We forgot the friend and the world became important. Whereas in the first scenario, the friend was important and world was nowhere. So this is the change what we are going through. And whenever the change comes in your life, comes in the society, we should always have the understanding of how to use it. Because if we don't have that understanding, that same changes which is built to make your strength, which is made to increase your strength, will turn into your weakness. You should always have this point in mind and then go forward in life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a patient listener. I wish you all happy learning, happy speaking. Over to you, TMOD.